Hey everybody, Superfluous J here, playing more Dyson Sphere program, and today we are going to continue along getting our smelting operation going on the first step towards getting everything automated. That's the goal right now, is to get everything completely automated that's here. And the first step to that is getting the ingredients here that we're not getting delivered. And the ingredients here are, I'm not sure why. Oh, these things aren't connected. That's why we don't have stone coming or glass. So let's go ahead and get those going. Even though it's gonna send stuff down the line, I don't really care. It's gonna get some stone and it's gonna get some glass in here. So this station is actually done. We don't need to supply anything to this station. This station here needs titanium and it needs sulfuric acid, and then it will supply these things. And this station over here doesn't need anything. It'll go. So we need sulfuric acid and we need titanium. And those sadly are coming from two different planets. The titanium is coming from the fourth planet and the sulfuric acid is coming from our second planet. So I'm actually going to connect these as well before we leave, just so that these will run when we're not using them. Yeah, we don't have any titanium ore coming in, which is what we need to get the titanium going. And we don't have any sulfuric acid coming in, which along with the titanium ore is what will get these going. So really we need both. So I'm going to take off into space here. We saw the planet rising as the episode was starting, so I know that I have to go this direction in order to get back home. And I'm just going to accelerate. You'll notice that we can... Oh no, we can't actually get past 1,000 yet. There's an upgrade up there in the upper left that will double our speed to 2,000. But we don't currently have it. We also don't currently have anything burnable in our inventories. We definitely need to fix that when the time comes as well. Looking for our base, and I didn't see it, so I'm just going to crash right into the planet here. Let's see where our base is. It's way over there. I can see those yellow things on the map in the bottom. So it's basically the opposite side of the planet from where we are, which is a little annoying, but you know, that's the way things work sometimes. We should start seeing some things. Here's an oil station. Okay, this is the remote oil station. I think I'm going to run out of fuel here. Looks like there's no fuel in this. It looks like we might be out of... Let's go ahead and take some oil. Oil's not a very good burnable, but it'll get the job done. Let's go ahead and put all this in here. And then put the rest of this back. That way we get some of our stuff back. Yeah, so we're backed up on, oddly enough, we're backed up on hydrogen, which is something we haven't been backed up on yet. And I don't even know what that would be causing, to be honest, but it's causing these to not get made. We're backed up on yellow science. We can't make yellow science right now. And that's because we don't have titanium. Oh, we're probably just out of titanium ore because we're still bringing that in manually. So that's okay. We'll worry about that later. We have this single whatever you call it, interstellar station here. I'm going to place it wherever I can because we've been building up sulfuric acid here and it's set to supply. We also, I believe, have some of these ships in our inventory. We do. So we're going to throw them in here. And we're going to say the minimum load of drones is 100 and it doesn't really matter, and we're charging up. And then we're going to request sulfuric acid here. Wherever it is. There it is. We're going to request local demand, and we're going to request all we can. These guys are going to come over here and put sulfuric acid in here. And then as soon as we get 100, I'm a little surprised we haven't gotten that far yet. How much can these guys carry? These guys can carry 200. So this guy should be supplying sulfuric acid to that other planet, but it's not. I might have forgot to say demand, which is annoying because I thought that would just happen. It was actually part of the plan. So, let's go get some graphite. Because we're going to be doing some flying here. Let's go ahead and take like 500 is probably fine. Pull this out, stuff 2 of these in, and stuff this back in. Yeah, because we're gonna have to fly back to the planet, which is right. No, that's shellac. Let's go ahead and get off the surface so we can. That's 4. There's 1. It's not too far away. We should be able to get there without too much trouble. I totally forgot to set sulfuric acid to demand on this planet, which is, like I said, annoying. Or maybe I didn't. I just saw a logistic vessel fly. That'll be our first interplanetary logistic vessel. Yeah, these things are probably going to pick up sulfuric acid. So I probably, yep, I totally didn't forget. So I'm going to turn around. Because now that I know that sulfuric acid is getting sent, I'm happy. And what I need to do is, ideally, I want 1 more of these stations. But it's a bit of a tall ask, especially if we're completely out of titanium alloy. We'll go see here what that looks like. The nice thing here is now that this we've got this interplanetary station, it shows up from far away. So it's easy to see where our base is now. So let's go ahead and crash into the planet here. And let's see if we do have a lot of this stuff. So I think I'm going to pull this amount. Let's see if we can make another one of these interplanetary stations. We can't. We need these purple boxes. Particle containers is what the game calls them, but they're purple boxes. Let's be honest here. We can make 3 of these now. So I'm actually going to make, you know what? Let's make 2. We have enough vessels to put in that box. We also are going to need some more logistics drones, and we need iron for those. And iron is actually a pretty easy ask right now. Let's just go ahead and take 100 iron out of here. See if we can make 10 of these. We can. So let's go ahead and make 10 of them, and I'm happy now. And we have our graphite. Keep calling it graphene. Sorry about that. Probably want to take like 300. Whoa, that would have sucked to delete that guy. Probably need like 300 more. Let's go with 332 sounds reasonable to me. And also, waiting for ourselves to charge is one of the stupidest things in the game to do. So let's go ahead and plop these guys down. I don't remember if I showed you this last episode, but if you build these wireless power towers, they charge you. And so just carrying a few on you at any time so you can throw them in your inventory is a pretty good deal. We are going to, for now, we're going to actually request titanium ore here. Because if we have titanium ore, we are requesting it somewhere, I think. Where are we doing our smelting right now? Actually, no, we're not smelting any titanium here. We could just request regular titanium. Let's go ahead and clear this. We can request regular titanium, remote demand, and local supply. And then what we can do here is this guy will start getting titanium when we go to the other planet to do it. I'll show you that. So let's go ahead and take off again now that we've got a full charge. There's Alpha Andromedae 1. There's 4. Sadly, 4 is like on the exact opposite side of the system, but we can crank up the speed here to 1,000. And then check out a map of the system here. This is the beginnings of neatness here. If you see, here's Alpha Andromedae 1 and here's Alpha Andromedae 3. Sadly, we don't see any vessels going between them right now. But as they go, you actually see them not only in map mode, but also turning around, we would see them flying back and forth here, which is really cool. You kind of saw them while I was flying myself, but you can see them from any distance, even interstellar, which is really cool to watch the logistic vessels fly back and forth to each other is pretty awesome. Okay, we are almost back to Alpha Andromedae 4. If I remember correctly, our base is somewhere on the South Pole. So I'm going to kind of aim for smack of the South Pole. Let's see. It's over here. Okay. was apparently completely wrong. Well, I was maybe in the southern hemisphere. I honestly can't tell. But we've got a ton of fire ice. So we've got a ton of titanium, and we've got a ton of titanium ore that could be sent out on, you guessed it, a logistics station. And let's go ahead and put it over here, because this is more central to everything. And this is going to totally suck up all of our power, which is fine, because we're not using it for anything. But we're going to be supplying titanium, we're going to be supplying titanium ore, and we're going to be supplying fire ice. This will get us going in various ways. We're apparently mining these. I think we were mining these in order to, let's see what our satisfaction is, 18%. We were mining these, I think, in order to make more miners or boxes or something. I don't really remember. But we're just sticking fire ice in these boxes right now, which is kind of useless. So let's go ahead and delete the inserters from there. So the arms, whatever you want to call them. And let's see. This is where they connect together. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these. Then I'm going to reverse direction on this belt, so it heads back this way. And then I'm going to send this belt up into the station here like this. And when these guys actually have power, that'll happen. Meanwhile, I actually want to continue this line this way and raise it off the ground just so it gets off here. And this is going to be a little more spaghetti. You have to bear with the spaghetti for the time being as we continue here. This belt can be reversed, put on there, and then get a couple inserters just putting on this line here so that we get this going. And that gets fire ice in the build, which is nice. Then we want all this titanium to go in the build. And this titanium is going to come over here and go up to here, over to here, and then down into the station. And just like before, we are going to delete these 3 lines and output. And this is a temporary smelting facility here now. We are not going to be doing very much smelting here anymore. In fact, I don't think we're going to be doing any smelting here anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to sever these lines like that. We'll let these finish what they've got. And then these belts are all going to get reversed and sent to the station here. So let's go ahead and do this. Reverse this belt. And now these guys are all sending to the station. Don't need this belt anymore. And these guys also will be sending to the station. I think I can actually, let's try this. I'm curious. I actually sadly want to do it from here, though. Actually, I can leave that. From here, actually, no, I can't. Let's come out of the station. I'm curious if this works or not. I want to say none. If I come all the way to here and connect this, let my bots build all these belts, and then reverse it. Yes, it works. These guys will spit out on the line. All of them will, including this guy, and we'll be good. I don't think I have any more solar panels. I do not. So we're now at the mercy of the sun. So we have to wait for this fairly slow rotation of the planet to come around and give us some power. But now we are mining titanium ore, putting it in this station, which we should probably supply with ships. I'm going to throw 10 of these guys in here because we are going to eventually be mining titanium on the other things. We're going to have the charge speed be very low, so that we get things charged in here. But then we're gonna just get all the titanium ore. It looks like I don't actually have any. No, I do have some. And we've already got a ship taken off. Did you see that? That ship took off. He is heading with titanium ore to our smelting planet, which is kind of cool. He also probably used up a lot of the charge that was waiting in the rest of the ship. But these guys are supplying all these things. Whenever we get, I believe, 250 of anything, because these 200 of anything, these guys are going to, a ship is going to take off, assuming it has charge. The sun is rising. We're getting power. As soon as we get 10% power, these things will not be off anymore. Our consumption demand is 60, so we need 600 kilowatts. Oh, I was expecting, maybe it's... No, we need 6 megawatts. That's right. As soon as we get to 6 megawatts, these things will turn on. And I don't know if we're going to get to 6 megawatts. Oh, we should. 5. Come on, there's 5. And as soon as we get to 6.08, I believe, there. Now everything is turning on. You need 10% satisfaction before things turn on. As soon as these smelters are done, I'm going to delete them as we go, because I want to get as much what do we call it, demand as possible. Remove as much demand from the network as possible, including, I think, getting rid of these guys, because these guys are just wasting power. This guy is charging him, so I'm going to leave him there. And these things don't have enough power really to... Oh, I guess they are. They are slowly outputting things onto the belt. One of the main problems is our ships are leaving, so this thing is going to be charging for a very long time, which isn't a big deal when it comes down to it. It's just going to eat away at the power supply, and these things have a lot of titanium in them to put out on the belt. I can kind of fix that by deleting them, and you know what? I think I'm going to use the F2 to go into like big delete mode, and we're just gonna wipe out all of this. And this guy can still output on the belt. That's totally fine. And I can do this manually too when the time comes. Let's go ahead and throw all the titanium in there, all the titanium ore in there, and we don't have any fire ice. So now it's the fun job of emptying a box, shoving it in here. I don't want to use this mode anymore. Emptying a box, shoving it in here, deleting that box, emptying a box, shoving it in here, and of course we're almost out of room now, so that's not bad. What is our total power supply here? Yeah, we're never getting over 20% satisfaction, which is kind of crazy. But we didn't bring any solar panels. The important thing, though, is we are getting all these things. We're getting Casimir crystals, we're getting titanium ore, and we're getting titanium. Now we want to actually go back to the homeworld and set up requests for Casimir crystals. I'm sorry, I keep calling these Casimir crystals. Jeez, fire ice. Request for fire ice, so that we can start automatically getting graphite, because we need to graphene, because we need to get that to the smelting world. So now that we're collecting these things here automatically, because they're getting mined from this vein, let's head back home to Alpha Andromeda. Yeah, so you notice the titanium ore. I'm not sure. Yeah, the titanium ore is going to Alpha Andromeda 1, and the titanium ingots are going to Alpha Andromeda 3, which is our homeworld, which is kind of cool. So let's get up to 1,000 here, and then let's go into V mode. We can look at the map. See, all these ships are flying around. These guys are sending ore to our smelting world. These guys are sending ingots to our home world, and it's all happening automatically, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool when you look at it. But in the meantime, we're just going to be sailing home and getting there. But we basically now almost have everything set up automatically. All we need to do now is get graphene production set up on the homeworld so that we can... Yeah, look at all those ships flying past us. That's so cool. Graphene production on the homeworld set up so that we can get graphene sent to the smelting world automatically in order to get the last thing that we want there. And I honestly don't remember what it is. And no, Alpha Andromedae 1 is farther away. But there is a smelting process. I think it's the titanium. Is it the titanium? No, I don't think it needs graphene, now that I'm looking at it. So we actually might have everything going, and I hate to do it, but I think I'm going to take a left here, and we're going to go to Alpha Andromedae 1. It is actually closer, so that's fair. Yeah, we just see a vessel. That's one of our logistics vessels there. So we know roughly where our vessels are coming from. It looks like basically the other side of the planet. Where are we? Yeah, our towers are over here. And let's make sure we're smelting everything. Oh, and I totally forgot to pick up solar panels, of course. Okay, everything is happening on here. We're getting stone ore, and we are processing it. And we're making glass, and we're making stone, which is awesome. We are getting all of these. The only thing we're not making is titanium ingots, which is interesting because it looks like we should. Or titanium. Yeah, what are these guys missing? They're missing regular titanium, which is right here, because I set my sorters wrong. My sorters are trying to output to here, not input. I'm not gonna blame you guys for that one. That was all on me. Let's go ahead and get these guys set up with their. Oh, I'm gonna be persnickety about my sorters. One thing that a lot of people don't know is you can, when you attach a sorter to a thing, to a machine, if you go side to side, it'll slide over. To put it in the one you want. It's a little quality of life thing that is pretty nice. So now these guys are going to be making this titanium alloy, and I think I'm going to cap this at 1,000 just because it's so expensive, and we'll never get titanium stored up if this titanium alloy never backs up. So that'll take care of that. So now we're making all of those. We're making all of those, and we're making all of these. Now I need to make my last thing, which I honestly do not remember what it is. So I'm going to find that out, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, the last thing we need to make is silicon, which is pretty simple. We can't put the logistics station here, so we're going to put it here. And silicon is nice because it actually comes from this planet, so we can get it pretty quick. We can do silicon ore, and we're going to do local demand and remote demand. Eventually, we're going to be getting this stuff remotely, and yeah, we're just going to smelt it. So let's go ahead and set up a line of smelters right here. Let's see what this is going to take. Components, silicon, and it's going to take 2 silicon ore every 2 seconds for 1. So this is your old standard silicon out. Actually, maybe we should do it like this. We'll do it here, and you know what? We'll do it from back here because I think we're going to utilize all of this. We're going to have silicon coming out. Probably should have placed that, or like copied it, but oh well. And this is going to make silicon ore, and we can actually make high purity silicon or crystal silicon as well, just by taking silicon and turning it into these crystals. So we'll actually set up both of these. But anyway, we're going to be making high purity silicon. We're going to have a sorter going in. We're going to have a belt coming out. We're going to have a sorter coming out over here. We're going to have this belt being silicon ore. We're going to copy this guy here. That's going to make our silicon. And like before, we're going to... this is going to come out 6. Set these guys up here so we can get a power pole, I guess right here. Maybe one more, just to make sure we cover the whole bit thing. And then we're going to have silicon coming out, which we should probably set up as a thing. It's going to be silicon and this crystal silicon, which we haven't even used yet, but hey, that's fine. We're going to have silicon coming out to here. I don't actually remember how much it works. And then we're going to have crystal silicon coming back. Oh, if I could click on the right thing. And this is going to be a crystal silicon recipe, which means it takes 2 seconds, so we can actually handle double this. So this is going to be 2. This is going to be one of the first ones that's really long. And then 4, and then double it. So let's actually send these way out. I don't know exactly how far to send them, but this seems reasonable. And then 4 more. And then 2 more. And we're lacking items, so I'm actually going to delete these 2 so I can set these 2 up. And we only need to come out to here. There we go. And we're going to need a power pole here. And then I guess a power pole here. Yeah. Those don't look the same distance apart. No, probably not. Who knows? But everything would have power if we had enough power in the network. But we don't. The sun is just rising, so we're starting to get power in the network. So these guys need interstellar ships, which we don't have any of because we're not making them yet. So I think this guy actually doesn't have any either. He doesn't need... Well, actually, they do all need them. I think we're going to have to start sharing. Let's pull 5 out of here. And this guy will pull... We'll pull 10 out. You can't pull half out, sadly. We'll pull 10 out and then put 5 back. So he has 5. He has 5. This guy's now going to get 5. Just so everybody gets 5. This guy's going to get 5. And then he's definitely going to need these logistics vessels, which we can make 5 of. So I think I'm going to do that. And we need these, which need copper and steel. We have steel, so if I pull some copper out of here, I might be able to make some more. That's a lot of copper. Probably pull some steel, too. And then make 6 more of these, and now we're out of processors, which are going to need silicon, which we don't have yet because we're not actually supplying this thing with any silicon. So let's go ahead and do that. How many vessels have I made? Looks like none. Okay, we'll do that at the source world. Is there any silicon in view? There is not. So let's go to map mode. The nearest silicon vein is over here. So let's go tap it. And I'm gonna continue. Actually, let's use one of these long power poles. We're going to bring this over here as far as it will go. Then use a small power pole as far as it will go. And then use another big power pole as far as it will go, which is right here. And then we should be able to have one small power pole kind of in the middle here. Maybe we'll get lucky and that will cover all the miners we're going to use. Yeah, probably not. I'm gonna be a little sparing just to get this done. I'm gonna try to get these guys all within the power circle here. They are, which is nice. Then we're gonna need just a regular logistics station is fine here. Right there's fine as well. Another power pole. If I could place it. I think I wanted to place a wind tower, which is weird. I'm just gonna place this thing down. This planet's probably garbage for wind, but I don't want it in my inventory, so let's just do that. We're going to put 5 in here, because why not? Say the maximum load has to be the maximum load. He is going to supply silicon ore, an infinite amount. And let's get these Get these guys sending ore. Boom and boom and boom. And they're already sending ore. I can see the shadows, which is nice. Going to put these down. There we go. A little bit more. And we have a station. Okay, we're good. So let's come back over here. Make sure this is all running as expected. It is. We're bringing silicon out here, and we're making this high purity silicon, which is an expensive item, so we're going to limit it to 1,000. And we're going to just supply this stuff out, and we're going to demand this stuff in, and now we are making everything that we want to make. So now we can go back to our home world and start setting up our mall, which I am going to do next time. We are finally done smelting. Next time we're gonna start setting up our mall, which is gonna be nice. It's going to let's see. There's Alpha Andromeda 4. Where's the gas giant? There it is. There's Alpha Andromeda 2 and 3. Next time we're gonna start actually producing things automatically, and we're also we've already fixed our research. Whatever was stalling our research out has been fixed by supplying things automatically to the homeworld. I think we might need to take care of the fire ice automatically as well, but we'll do all that next time. I hope you're looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to doing it. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, please leave a like on YouTube. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I am Superfluous J, and I will, as always, finish my outro just a couple seconds, mere seconds too early. Swing around the planet so we can get to the so we can get to our stations here as quickly as possible, and talk at you later.